Hi all, I'm recording this session today to walk you guys through my Claude workflow and later Claude code. So these are the few of the models available in Claude. Opus is only available in paid tier, but it is the most capable model. And Sonnet is the fits in best, fits in the middle. We'll start with pretty basic question like what is RAG and what are the difference between fine tuning and use the recent resource, so it will fetch the relevant articles from the web to generate the output. Pretty straightforward. Let's see. We are going through RAG, and then when RAG breaks in production, later we are seeing chunking strategy and quality. Okay. And over there, it is explaining when fine tuning is a better call. At the end, it is just showing me a stack like based on the user's memory that the current project I'm working on, where and how I've utilized RAG. Okay, this is the next prompt to show you guys how we can connect XLE MCP server to directly generate those system design, what you can say, the architectural diagram. So now Claude has connected with MCP from XLE to directly create this architectural diagram. It's not creating images, but it is actually going in XLE and creating all these flow of diagram. Okay, so now I can access it directly in XLE or use it if required in my document. Okay, so as you guys can see, it opened me the new XLE event. I can edit as per my requirement. And yes, so let's move to the next part where I'm going to show you how we can utilize the document generation skill from Claude to create a design document about whatever the knowledge that we have gained about RAG. So I have specified few of the things that we need like architecture, trade-offs, and the summary, like a two-line summary for whatever we have learned. And it will only use clean typography and no emoji. So I'm fast forwarding this part because it took me around like 2 to 3 minutes to create this document. And once done, a docs file is created. So as you guys can see how clear and proper a document is created, which I can later use as PDF also when required. And a table is also created for comparing the fine tuning and hybrid and drag approach. So I can download it from here if required. So yeah, moving forward to the next part where I'm going to show you how we can create a beautiful React artifacts showcasing all the knowledge and just defining a little bit of prompting, like we want like a clean typography, spacing and color tokens that should feel like a modern SaaS product website, not just a simple vibe coded site. So as you guys can see now, the generated result will be a clean, clear-cut React artifact that I can drop into actual white application and reference in the app directory. So you can see within few minutes how beautiful of a website it generated with multiple sections like RAG, where RAG breaks that we were discussing. Okay. And when is RAG versus fine tuning versus hybrid approach. So it is utilizing whatever content we had, and it created me a beautiful looking React artifact website. So the powers are endless over here. We just have to know when to use what. Okay. And I can download this whole JSX file, a single JSX file, and utilize in my local project if required. Now we'll move to Claude Code. So as you guys can see, I'm creating a typing master directory, and I will initialize Claude over here. It is a CLI tool which can reference the whole application when required and utilize. It's not like a regular LLM, it is more of an agent which can create, test, or run file whenever required. Okay, so I am showing few of the models here that we get with Claude Code. Again, the similar models as web. And this is a basic prompt that I have given. It is not that basic. I am specifying the requirements also. And since I'm running this in plan mode and also I did like ask me the product requirement, technical requirements and those questions. So now it is giving me that interface to select the plan as per my requirement. And it is giving me few of the options like to select the framework, word source, error handling, and how I want to handle that. Once I have submitted the selection, or you can say the deciding factors, it will create me a proper plan. Just for reference, I will open everything in VS Code. So as you guys can see, currently we have nothing in place. And once I will allow the permission to create files and basically run the npx command. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is my whole complete plan that I can review before moving forward. Okay, so it is using React plus White application and we have few of the logical components. So yeah, I can do if I want to have anything, I can tell Claude to change something. Otherwise, I can just select accept edits. So you can see in the real time, I will have all the files created by the Claude itself. So you can see I've selected the white next command and you can see the files are getting created in real time. And for since it is a typing application, we need to have certain words to type on. We created an array of few words that we will randomly render per session. So as you guys can see, the application is done. It is looking very similar to monkey type, where I am getting a 30-second timer along with few of the words to type on. So with a single prompt, single detailed prompt, which I ran in plan mode, it created a complete, fully fledged full stack application in place, which I can just see and test it out. Okay. So this is just that from do them have his the about way. Okay. So as you guys can see, it is giving the 50 WPM, which is right, but the accuracy is wrong. As you would have observed, like I had made few of these problems while typing those words. So now, let me review few of the things that it generated, which I might want to change. So this is a single file, which is not following the standard React way of creating application and it is using app.css. I would much rather prefer to have Tailwind for writing the styles. So now you guys can see I will switch to plan mode again and provide few of the requirements like follow the component based architecture, use Tailwind CSS for styling, and this accuracy generation or accuracy calculation is incorrect. Let's fix the logic. Okay, so now since I'm running it in plan mode again, it will create me a new plan and I can review that again. Yeah, so it ran into an error. I will just ask it to continue wherever we left off. Okay, so it started making the changes and as you guys can see, we are converting everything to Tailwind CSS and we have a component folder in place and see we have imported Tailwind CSS and in the main application file we are just referencing those generated components now. So after once everything is done, it is showing me what how and where like what we have changed. Okay, so as you guys can see, everything is in place and it is literally looking the same but as per my requirements. So we will see it is giving me the 92% accuracy also and 52 WPM. So this is the basic flow of Claude code and as you guys can see, this is how we can create an fully fledged application with Claude. Now I'm going to show you how we can onboard Claude into an existing application. So as you guys can see, we have an init command to create claude.md. This is a project level memory file which gets into every session and Claude can recognize what is going on in this whole application without going through every file again. So it generated me a proper .md formatted file where the relevant information for the Claude to work, like what this project do, what we are using in architecture, what is the data flow, and how is the theming system and test area and everything else. Okay. So this will automatically injected into every Claude session. So Claude will work more efficiently